Architecture history hit the road in Raleigh this weekend. These are pieces of a 70-year-old modernist house that had been slated for demolition. A family stepped in to save it, and crews moved it 7 miles to a new lot. There are several modernist homes in the Triangle, and tonight we find our Tar Heel traveler at one in Durham. Scott Mason tells us about the effort to document these different houses and save them.
A quiet street with quaint houses. But what would the neighbors say?
People like it. People come by all the time and want to ask questions about it.
They can find answers about it online.
There are 1,500 modernist houses in the state, and there are about 800 within 20 miles of Raleigh-Durham Airport.
Including his house in Durham. 3 bedrooms, 2,400 square feet.
It tends to be more fluid and practical for going through your day. Your kitchen is more oriented to cooking, for instance. You'll probably need less space in a modernist house because it's more well designed.
George Smart has designed a comprehensive website.
It started one dark and stormy night.
He went Googling, searching for a modernist house, possibly to buy.
And from there, I started cataloging a few houses. It became a website. The website grew from 20 houses to 200.
And from 200 to 7,000.
And then people wanted tours.
So you've created this network all over the country.
Yes.
He has created the largest such online digital archive in the world.
These houses, which are really livable works of art, are getting torn down.
This house.
This is the second most famous house in North Carolina.
After Biltmore. This one was in Raleigh, designed in 1954.
It was the first hyperbolic paraboloid house. It was demolished in 2001, and one of the great tragedies of North Carolina architecture.
WRAL.
Well, those studios didn't look like anything else that was in Raleigh at the time.
The studios were part of the modernist movement.
They remind people of the future.
But what of the future now?
I suspect you're still in the minority.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And it's never going to catch on.
And yet the website has caught on at a dizzying pace, enjoyed by up to 1 million people each year. And George and his nonprofit have won national awards.
You can make a modernist house as expensive as you want or as simple as you want.
George Smart started simple, a simple idea that has multiplied in scale. And so much of it is about scale, design, perspective.
Do you think people are open to change? Or maybe they aren't?
I think people just have different tastes. We're just trying to keep the houses that have been built from going away.
Those sure are some pretty cool houses. One of the reasons there are so many modernist houses in the Triangle is because of an NC State dean back in the mid-1900s. He led the School of Design and encouraged his faculty to not only teach modernist design, but to build such houses throughout the area.